What's up, everybody, and welcome to my review of Raw is 30, the 30th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. And as we get ready to review this show tonight, there's a lot of big things to name throughout this history of Monday Night Raw. From Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mike Tyson brawling on Raw, to Shane McMahon buying WCW, to John Cena being drafted in 2005, to Brock Lesnar returning in 2012, or The Rock returning in 2011, or Triple H returning to Raw in 2002, to Lita versus Trish Stratus, the first women's main event in Monday Night Raw history, from cash-ins with Big E or CM Punk to wow, it's so many things I can name. I can have a whole list to go for you all day to talk about Monday Night Raw. To the Rock and Mick Foley's This Is Your Life segment, or Mick Foley win the WWE Championship on Monday Night Raw. But it's a lot of things to name throughout this show's history, and there's many moments we can name, from the Shield dominating, even breaking up on Raw at the same time. That's a big moment to remember. To Kane burning people alive, to DX just doing anything on this show. It's a lot of stuff to name on Raw, and the stars that have came out throughout the years just to even main event this show that have dominated Raw. That names already said, from John Cena to a Daniel Bryan, to the Undertaker, to Stone Cold Steve Austin, to The Rock, to Triple H, to Roman Reigns, past, present, future. Well, now let's not go with future all the way. It's still getting there, but just names that have just dominated Raw and took over the show for multiple accounts of years. Okay, Evolution. Let's not forget, come on, we can't forget about Evolution. That's a big part of Raw also. DX. It's many things, okay? But I could sit here and talk about that all day, but we gotta get to this review of the show, all right? We kicked it off with Hulk Hogan, which I'm sure nobody didn't really care about, but it looked like that crowd did. I think most of the time Hogan's mic kept going out, his usual, what you gonna do, brother, whatever. Insert racist joke here. I don't really care whatever Hogan's doing, it's whatever, but you can see they had to send a stagehand out there to check the microphone. And you got to see Hogan getting frustrated that his mic was going out. I will say Jimmy Hart doesn't really look like he ages to this day. He still looks the same all these years later. I'll say that. But yeah, you had Hogan kick off the show first, so it was kind of whatever. Is he supposed to be going to Scientology now or something? What's going on with that? I don't know. But we do kick it off with the trial of Sami Zayn. Now, this is Philly, by the way. At first, we were supposed to get this whole acknowledgement ceremony that was supposed to happen on Raw, but that did not end up happening. And I think that was supposed to be with all the Samoan family members coming out there. Like, we would have seen guys like Rikishi and the Wild Samoans. And I'm sure everybody was kind of hoping that The Rock was going to be there too. But apparently they canceled that whole thing. So we had the trial of Sami Zayn, which, there was a table in the ring. Fans at first chanted ECW. This is Philly. It's ECW country. And it's Paul Heyman that's there too. And, Paul did acknowledge the ECW chant. And he says, ECW is dead. And he wishes the same thing for Sami Zayn. I never liked Shmuley over here. He's always been out to take you out. And now is a case against him. So, right now, this man is guilty as charged. We can go through exhibit A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, as he said. But no, he has 4 video pieces to prove that Sami Zayn is guilty, which they show multiple clips from Raw and SmackDown throughout many months, going back to August when Drew McIntyre beat up the Usos and Sami ran off, to, one episode of Raw in August with Kevin Owens and Jey Uso and messing up, to, Sami Zayn sitting on the top of the cage after War Games, putting the 4 life sign up and, doing, the ones and everything. But he says, this isn't the NWO or the 4 Horsemen or the Dangerous Alliance. Dangerous Alliance is Paul Heyman's faction, so that's kind of funny. Or even talked about, Kevin Owens helping him once again, or, interrupting Roman Reigns in his promo on SmackDown in December, which, you saw he knocked into you, okay? This man's a rat bastard. He's guilty as charged. He tried to assassinate the tribal chief. Assassinate, I say. So he probably would have taken him out right there. And, Heyman said the prosecution has rested its case. Sami got up And, he had a whole defense plan and everything, but he didn't know how to feel when he came out. And after listening to what Heyman said, he said, hey, that hurts a lot and whatnot. And, Sammy got a big chant out there. And you guys really think I'm conspiring with Owens and whatnot? Sami Zayn said, the fact that Heyman would actually think that, he's really hurt about that. And people see it. They all see it. And, I've been put on trial to defend myself, but he says, I have no defense. And Sammy, went on, put his mic down. He just sat back down. And Reigns like, that's it? You got so much ego, you're not willing to fight for this? You're not going to argue? You're gonna do nothing? You're just going to sit there? And he says, you know what? Enough. Solo. Solo walked over him. He was about to take out Sammy with that Samoan spike, which, I know they're trying to play up to the whole Umaga tribute. I don't mind it all the way, but, like, I sit there sometimes, like, where is he near, like, Umaga other than just being, like, part of the whole Samoan family? It's not like he's, like, a savage wild beast out there. He's more, like, calculated and whatnot, streetwise version and stuff doing the whole Samoan spike. But he's the enforcer, so there you go. But before he could do it, Jey Uso stopped him, and he says, no, hold on, ain't no disrespect here, but, you can't do this, man. I got my own footage set up. This man has had our back. He saw the good in me. I hated this man. I accused him all the time. I ain't like him. But he saw good in me and he helped. And, I got to have his back now. And they talked about clips saying that, he's always had our backs. This man is bulletproof, okay? From, helping the Usos beat Matt Riddle back in June to, taking a bullet for Roman Reigns. I think it was before Clash of the Castle, getting Claymore kicked before Drew could, saving Solo Sikoa getting hit with a chair after Clash of the Castle. Even in what else did they have? Helping them beat the what was it? The Brawling Brutes out there. And, talk about with War Games, even low blowing Kevin Owens and taking him out with a haluva kick and stuff. This man has helped, okay? He is bulletproof. And this man has stuck to us. He's become like our family. He's like a brother to me. You can't kick him out. He's protected us. If you want Sami Zayn in the bloodline, throw y'all ones in the sky right now, as Jey Uso said. And, they did it. Fans chanted Sami Uso. Reigns got up and he said, you know what? You not guilty. But after you finish up here with the Usos and everything, you got one more test. And that's going to be at the Royal Rumble. So I want to see you till Saturday. Don't come around here. I want to see you. You will have your final test. Now, do this and, stay out of sight. Obviously, this is probably the best segment. Well, one of the best segments of the night. Okay, it really was. This was fun to watch. Yeah, it was like almost 30 minutes, but I had fun watching this. This was great. I loved it. I'm sure they had whatever was planned before was going to be great too, but I had fun watching this. So, I listen, the whole bloodline thing is literally the best thing in WWE right now. Anybody can tell you that. Not just Raw or SmackDown, just in the whole company in general. Okay, it's literally the best thing going on. So, this is like literally the best part of the show. Next thing you know, Judgment Day went against the Usos with the tag titles, Dominic and Damian Priest. Oh, Triple OG Dominic right there. Heel versus heel. No, this was a good tag match. I know Jimmy ended up getting taken out, which they put the X sign up, and Adam Pearce is doing things on the fly, which I think is just kind of funny how they kept changing rules in this thing. Like, listen, he can't do the match, it's a forfeit. Can't just go handicap match, but, you forfeit unless you have a partner. And, hey, I did it for Judgment Day, so I got to do it for you guys also and let them in because they ended up kicking Finn Balor out of the match. And, basically the bloodline won. Sammy and Jey Uso won. Hit the 1D on Dominic there. Boom, boom, boom. They won. Heyman and them watched in the back. And he says, Sammy made it through the night. But I still don't want to see him till Saturday. So, good match overall and whatnot. But, I don't think people really saw the Usos losing the tag titles anyway. I kind of thought maybe Judgment Day could have won. But it's like, nah, not going to win it from here. But right after that, they did show JBL and Baron Corbin backstage with the Godfathers in the back. No hoes, but you got the Godfather there in general. Basically, say, hey man, you gotta let us into this whole poker game and stuff. Cause Godfather was glad to see JBL, but it's like, who's the stooge with you? He says, nah, he with me. He's good. He's good. Next thing you know, he knocked on the door because he was being a security for the APA. So the APA is back, folks. Farouk and Bradshaw. Farouk hugged him. Ron Simmons, and he said, good to see you, brother. Who's the scrub with you? He says, nah, he with me. He with me. He said, I don't know, man. Next, they put out some cash. It's like, yeah. Come right here. Come right here. So basically, the whole APA office was all upgraded, man. They up now. We don't got that old table with just playing cards at one table with a lot of beer. We got a whole poker game going on, all right? Which half the roster was mostly in the back playing poker all night. So, yeah, they let JBL and Corbin in with a lot of money. Good to see the APA back in general, though. Next thing you know, we got LA Knight in the ring cutting a promo on Bray Wyatt. He's talking about the whole Firefly Funhouse. Yeah, dummy. The lights out match, I should say, in that Funhouse. But, he says, no one's going to stop me. Anybody wants to face, I'm going to give y'all a preview of this lights out match. Next thing you know, the bell gong. And, of course, it was Undertaker's music. But no. We ain't get the dead man Undertaker. We got American Badass Undertaker. I would have loved to hear Rollin' or You're Gonna Pay. But they end up playing Kid Rock's American Badass. Taker had some trouble with that mic coming out there. Kind of took him a minute. I don't know if that was supposed to happen or not. But had a little bit of trouble getting out there with that motorcycle. But this was the American Badass version of Undertaker. We haven't seen this version of Taker live, and especially on Raw, in damn near over 20 years at this point. So I was happy to see this version of him. And Taker got in the ring. Um, LA Knight says, nah, you can stay retired. You're lucky, you could live to see another day. So I think you should get out of here. Bray Wyatt ended up showing up behind them. LA Knight got back in the ring. Undertaker grabbed him by the throat and was going to choke slam him, but Undertaker just looked at him. He threw him into Wyatt. Wyatt hit him with his sister Abigail. Fans chanted, holy shit. Undertaker said something in his ear, and then he took his bike, he did his fist thing, and he left. So I was glad to see him, American Badass Taker. I would have loved to see a choke slam. Also, I don't think this was some passing to the torch thing. Honestly, I just want to see Undertaker kick the shit out of any of these two guys out here. Because I just wanted to see it. But I guess he was like, nah, I don't feel like doing a choke slam tonight. Not for me enough. Yeah, you can hit him with a move, Wyatt. You can do it. But just one thing, like I said, the first hour was killing it, okay? So, the fact that we even got American Badass Taker back, just even for one night, was just fucking cool. I loved it. I loved it a lot. I know they ended up going throughout the poker tables throughout the night because I know they showed DDP back there and Medusa playing poker with Alpha Academy and stuff. Shush. Um, Next thing you know, Bayley was coming out to face Becky Lynch in a cage match, but it ended up with Damage Control beating up Becky. And yeah, we didn't get no cage match, even though it was advertised throughout the night and all week. No cage match. So this is the last time we see it at. I know they played multiple clips from Raw throughout the years as the Monday Night Raw theme songs that have played throughout the years. So we heard a lot of those. Next thing you know, D Generation X comes out. DX, who's on the show damn near every other week. We literally just saw these guys back in October for like their 25th anniversary, and now they're back again. Hell, they worked there. So when do you not really see DX around? Triple H? He's still booking the show for the time being, since, I say for the time being, because Vince McMahon is back in charge. So, we'll see how long that goes. Shawn, that's NXT. Road Dogg's NXT, or main roster. Yeah, it's NXT. X-Pac, we see there with him, but as DX are doing their whole entrance, for some reason, I kept saying, why is Kurt Angle in the ring for? Like, why is he there? Like, were you taking Billy Gunn's place tonight? Because, Road Dogg starts doing his whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, until he says, the badass Billy. Like, you ain't Billy. And they say, like, Kurt, what are you doing out here? And he says, I always wanted to be in DX. So we got the nerdy Kurt back, and he's got a DX shirt on, and Triple H says, okay, or you got past the test to be in DX, and he says, are you ready? And, he's doing his whole shtick and whatnot. Imperium comes out, talking about DX, calling him nonsense and everything. And he says, I'll get you guys out of the ring. That's the one y'all want to do something about. Triple H had got up. I was like, oh, Triple H is going to do something. But then I had to remember, like, I'm retired, dude. So, yeah, Triple H can't wrestle anymore. Shawn Michaels like, you know what? I'm too old. You know they had an HBK chant. X-Pac said, I fight you, but I got shin splits. Road Dogg says, like, I ain't fighting nobody. And they all says, Kurt, you do it. And he says, nah, I'm not going to do it. So then it's, all right, we got to get somebody to fight them. Seth comes out. Okay, now we need a team. Street Profits come out. And, Triple H says, now we need somebody to make this match. It's not easy booking this show. You are the booker, but it's like, I need somebody to make this match. It's not easy booking this show, all right? They just don't come on the fly. Teddy Long came out. We have a tag team match, player. 6-man. It's not SmackDown, but it's Raw. Seth Profits versus Imperium. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Suck it. Funny segment, though, that I like. Still odd just even not seeing. Well, I guess we got Kurt Angle to be Billy Gunn for the time tonight. So there you go. What else? This tag match, though. The tag match was a tag match. I ain't really got much to say about it. It is what it is. But yeah, this tag match, though. Like I said, tag match just to pass the time. Seth and Profits won. Probably gonna do Seth and Walter at some point for the title. I don't know, maybe, not sure, but I could see that happening. But 6-man was a 6-man, so there you go. They still kept going back to the poker game. I know they had Ted DiBiase back there, and IRS taking all the money after. And then he says, make sure you pay all your taxes. And everybody's got a price. Ha ha ha. Ron Simmons comes up. Damn, and it's over. Right after that, I know they had Lashley being interviewed, talking about the reason why he lost the U.S. title before was because of Brock Lesnar, which, there's your foreshadowing there, folks. MVP came out like, you got some help tonight, we can celebrate. But Lashley says, I don't need your help for anything because number 1 contender. I can handle this on my own. MVP said, all right. Ric Flair came out. Woo! Nature Boy is back. I don't know what's up with that cheetah suit he had on. I'm not sure whatever type of feud he's going online with Eric Bischoff nowadays, but didn't really pay much attention to it or whatever he's saying that much online right now. But Flair was back. 30 years of Raw. Diamonds are forever. And so was Monday Night Raw, styling and profiling. And talked about, giving an opportunity just to watch his daughter exceed all his goals and how he's honored just to introduce her and everything, saying she's the greatest women's champion in WWE history. It wasn't that Charlotte came out there then. Like, it's a lot of SmackDown presence on this show tonight. Charlotte came out, talked about, she's a 14-time women's champion or 16-time, 15. I'm not even sure, especially if you count NXT belts, but talk about she went from diva to this and talked about names such as Ronda Rousey. Let's not really mention the Bellas. Asuka, Rhea Ripley. Because of them, she's the most decorated, women's athlete and whatnot. Raw will always be her home. Bianca came out saying, listen, man, I'm the one holding this show down, all right? You don't go here anymore. Next thing you know, Sonya Deville came out and talked about Raw and, basically talk about Bianca and Charlotte. I don't really care much of the Charlotte-Sonya feud that's going on. Charlotte says, you know what? I'll get her another time. So, Bianca, this show, you can handle it. Bianca ended up winning. Didn't really care much of this match. Bianca won, KOD. Then she talked about Bliss. I don't care if it's Uncle Howdy, Bray Wyatt, or whatever funhouse thing you trying to do. I'm still going to walk out as champion at the Rumble this Saturday. Bliss is in the mirror, saying you're going to lose, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care. I said this last week. There's no way you can make me believe, work or shoot, that Bliss is going to beat Bianca. I don't care about this or the Howdy thing showing up, which I just rolled my eyes at that last week. Still looks like the Mad Hatter. But I don't care about this match in general, and it's going to be some crazy stuff going on, but Bianca will win. They played another video package for Cody Rhodes, who will be in the Royal Rumble match this Saturday, and he said he's going to win the Royal Rumble and is going to do whatever it takes to win, so we'll see him this Saturday. WWE 2K23, which I haven't looked that much up today. I know a little some of it. I already know about John Cena being on the cover and having his showcase mode, which, makes sense. I probably would have gone with somebody else, but Cena's been on the cover before, but I'm like, well, he's already done the 20-year thing, so might as well just play throughout his entire history. Well, hell, I've lived throughout his entire history since he got here, all right? So that'll be fun to play. And War Games will be in WWE 2K23. So I saw I haven't read all the details, but I know some of initially what's going to be in the game right now. But yeah, 2K23 coming soon. Um, Miz was out there saying, "Where's Miz TV? Where's my celebration on Raw? I won the WWE title on Raw. Where's my moment?" Kevin Owens comes out with a stunner, basically talks about Reigns, saying, "You've been holding that titles hostage for over 2 years now, and that's what he's guilty of. And I'm gonna do whatever it takes to beat you, and that everybody can be, I can be champion, everybody can be proud of. And I'm just gonna keep fighting until I got nothing left. I'm gonna take the title for you or die trying." And he stunned Miz again, and then we move on to the next main event, by the way, which was Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley in a no DQ match. I did not really care that much, and I was kind of in and out of this match. It was okay, but given the no DQ thing, I kind of figured what was going to happen. You got a chair spot here, a table spot there, power bomb through the table. Lashley did with Theory, but next thing you know, Brock Lesnar comes out, big pop, F5's Lashley, F5's Theory on top of Lashley, and still retains the U.S. title. So Brock versus Bobby once again, coming soon with probably not the Rumble this Saturday, or maybe they're both in the Rumble this Saturday. I don't know, but probably a WrestleMania match that is upon us. Honestly, this whole 30th anniversary show, the best things out of this show was the Bloodline segment, and I want to say Undertaker even showing up. American Badass Taker, or at least any legends that popped up through the entire night. Did I expect more people to show up? I kind of did, to be honest. It's not like we got big name. The biggest name you can obviously think about this was just Undertaker, because you haven't really seen Undertaker since the Hall of Fame, really, the last time he was kind of around. Like, we have not seen Taker in a long time, especially American Badass Taker. Come on now. So we got that version of Undertaker tonight, okay? Everything else, DX, I guess I kind of see DX so frequently, like, it's not like they never really went away. But I still like seeing DX in general just because. I like the little APA segment just because of the poker table and everybody playing poker. But that was kind of it. Everything else on this show just kind of felt like another regular Raw after a while. Yeah, you saw clips and everything. Did I expect Vince McMahon to even come out? Not really, but I thought it would be hilarious if Vince McMahon would come out to return to the Mac. Instead of given that he's, taking back over again. That would have been hilarious. But no, we didn't get Vince on here. But listen, I would have, it's like this. And my friend said this, I'd probably be more interested in Raw with names come back, especially for the 30th anniversary. If Stone Cold came out or The Rock came out, yeah, I'll probably be a little bit more interested. But I was more interested because, it was Undertaker and whatnot. But everybody else that showed up here, you kind of somewhat see these guys a lot. Not all the time, but, every once in a blue moon. But I'm sure some people expected bigger names to show up on Raw. I'm sure people may have expected Trish, maybe Lita. They've been on there before, but probably would have expected them. John Cena, but you just had John Cena on SmackDown last month. It's a long list to go on when it comes. I would have expected to even see Kane on here. No Kane. Now you got Flair. I don't know. I feel like they had more on the Raw 25th anniversary, more people on there than they did with the 30th anniversary. So, kind of tells you something. But, hey, this is Raw is 30, folks. But the whole first hour, I thought it was great. First hour was great. Everything else, it was kind of good, but it started falling off after that. So, got a cage match that was, false advertisement. No cage match. So, boom. Bianca won a match. So, there you go. And that, no DQ US title was kind of whatever. Tag match wasn't bad, though, for the tag belts. So that was actually really good. But after that, first hour of the show, fell off. Really did. So that's my take on it. But other than that, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about Monday Night Raw tonight. Did you like the 30th anniversary of Raw? What's your favorite Raw moment of all time? Please tell me. Comment down right below, all right? And make sure you hit that subscribe button, too. So, probably be a part 2 of this video. Don't know why. Video form. But we'll see how that goes. But I'm out of here. See you guys then. Follow me on Twitter, @HoodedKnight890. I'm out of here. Peace.